has happened again. Just 9 days after the uproar in Ferguson, a grand jury in New York City has refused to indict yet another white police officer.
The family of a Georgia man is asking for justice more than 2 months after he was shot and killed.
Botham Jean, again, the man who was fatally shot.
African-American teenager was shot and killed by police.
Police officer who fatally shot 12-year-old Tamir Rice.
Police fired 20 rounds at Clark.
The death of this young man has been spread all over social media across the country.
The deadly shooting of Oscar Grant.
The death of this young man
Another accident over the weekend.
Unarmed black teenager leaving in a car.
It's like they became instant celebrities. Trending topics like Twitter gossip, through hashtags we learned their names, and while we scrolled, terrified yet impressed by how well they knew their roles, we looked for spoilers, hoping, praying, wishing we couldn't predict the outcome, thinking maybe this time there would be a different ending, that the black man would actually survive. But no matter how many times we watched this play out on the big screen, deep down, we knew that his death was impending. Still, we had our eyes glued to the scene. You couldn't look away with the way they captivated their audiences. We were left at the edge of our seats on 3. It was lights, camera, action, lights, flashing, red, white, blue like the lives they value more than the innocent black man's, white like the one with the weapon in hand, red like the puddles of blood pouring from his flesh, stains running from his head to his neck to his chest, camera, handheld, recording an imperfect position, switching swiftly from perpetrator to victim, both in frame, both getting a lot more than 15 seconds of fame. Action not taken, protests mistaken as riots, black voices stifled by rifles shot in point blank range. It's gory, it's a horror story, not for the underage, but even they can't escape this unscripted reality show. And even so, no one forgets their lines, from hands up, don't shoot, to I thought he had a weapon, I feared for my life and there was murder on his mind. These scenes are unforgettable. On repeat, they replay for a few days until the next big premiere, until the next white person decides they're tired of the black existence, until the racists bind together with their hatred, disguise themselves with cop costumes or neighborhood surveillance, ready to see the extinction of black faces. It's the same story that we critique. In our closing comments, we write R.I.P. But at night, these whites, protected by their privilege, are the only ones who can actually rest in peace. They don't lose sleep over black mothers and black fathers who weep. They take pride in starring in these tragedies. This is their kind of limelight, because to them, they will always be in the right. And there are no awards for these short films, no reward for the evidence brought to light enough to indict these white killers, because their theatrics are so convincing. Got the justice system thinking they acted in self-defense with their sudden performance, but we know this is a moment they practiced for their entire life. And when the credits roll, we see their names unfold. The applause holds as we wait in anger, in frustration, in fear, forced to realize that we have to fight for our black lives, that we have to fight for our basic human right to life, that it is not up to them to decide when we will be seen as their equal, because until they stop producing these kinds of movies, there will always, always, always be a sequel.